Another night of angry protests from coast to coast, turning violent in California over those grand jury decisions in New York and Ferguson over the weekend. Die-ins like this one after the Eagles game in Philadelphia. Athletes wearing shirts with the words, "I can't breathe." You see that there. And now growing anger over that young boy killed by police in Cleveland while playing with a toy gun. His family has filed a wrongful death lawsuit. We'll speak with the boy's mother in a minute. After this from ABC's Rena Ninen.
The wrongful death suit accuses the two officers on the scene for acting recklessly when they shot and killed 12-year-old Tamir Rice, who was playing in a park with a pellet gun. The moment captured on this surveillance video released by police. Rice walking along a sidewalk outside a rec center when a cop car pulls up. A few seconds later, he falls. The police claim Rice's gun appeared to be real. The suit also alleges that the cop left Rice on the ground bleeding without medical attention for 4 minutes. He died the following day. The city of Cleveland also named in the suit as new information comes to light about one of the officers, Timothy Lohman, who resigned from a nearby police department in 2012 after questions about his emotional stability led him to be declared unfit for duty. For Good Morning America, Rena Ninen, ABC News, New York.
Thanks to Rena Ninen, and we are joined now by Tamir's mother, Samaria Rice, and her attorney, Benjamin Crump. Thank you both for joining us this morning. And Samaria, all of us want you to know how sorry we are for your loss. What would you like to see happen right now?
That the police be accountable for what they did to my son.
And what does that mean?
I'm looking for a conviction for both of the officers.
What do you know about what happened that day, what Tamir was doing, what happened on the scene?
Two little boys came and knocked on my door. It had to be about 3:30. And they came, knocked on my door and told me the police just shot your son twice in the stomach. So they're telling me to be quiet and calm down before they put me in the back of the police car. So I calmed down, and as I look over at the police car that's on the grass, my daughter is in the car, and I'm asking them to let her out. She's only 14 years old. And then when they finally let my daughter and my son go, my daughter told me that the police had tackled her and put her in handcuffs and put her in the back of the car.
Tackled her, put her in handcuffs?
That's exactly what she told me. She said, they tackled me, Mommy, and put me in the back of the car. But I just couldn't believe they tackled her and put her in handcuffs and put her in the back of the police car, in the same police car that was on the grass that the officer got out of and shot her brother. So my daughter is sitting there looking at her brother on the ground.
And Mr. Crump, we know this comes against the backdrop of this consent decree calling for major reforms in the Cleveland Police Department. You've also filed a wrongful death lawsuit.
Well, right now the family is focused on getting justice for Tamir. They are very concerned because they look at what happened in the Gardner case where there was no indictment, where a man was choked on video and the local officials did not indict him. So they are very concerned about the local prosecution.
And finally, Samaria, what would you like the world to know about Tamir?
Tamir was a bright child. He had a promising future. He was very talented in all sports. I mean, he was just a wonderful kid. Everybody loved him. He was very helpful, very caring, very kind. And he was my baby. He's the youngest out of 4, and he was my baby.
And we are very sorry for your loss. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
Boy, this one is just so hard to understand.